Hello, beautiful people. It's Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. And today we're going to do garden tour week 4. Let's see how fast we can get through this. Are you ready? Okay. This is the pepper plant. It's inside the container. There's one that's turning red, but it's a little deformed. And we have 2 green ones on there. Figured we'd start in here first. Parsley. Mint. And I have more basil. We have 2 red tomatoes. Not really sure what plant this is. I thought it was a peach tomato. Apparently not, because they're not very big. Tabasco pepper, still on the smaller side. These are all the herbs. They're still doing great. With the marigolds, we do have some flowers going on in the basil, but I'm just going to pick them off. Let's keep going. Red beets, like I said last time, are getting really long, but nothing yet. Actually, it's looking dry, and I watered everything yesterday. The Swiss chard. The lettuce is doing good. I want to put some more lettuce seed in there because it does good for fall. There's some of my seedlings that I was doing for fall, and the white moths came and pretty much ate it. Tabasco peppers. I was going to leave both of them in here. There was originally 3, and that's because they were so tiny. I may pull one out and see. As long as I get some, I'll be happy, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Some sugar snap peas growing for fall. Some spinach back there. Marigolds. Going a little faster today, I know, but don't want to lose light. Basil looks fantastic. Still did not get around to drying. This is, I have to think, lemon balm. I still have to get that clipped and get that in my new dehydrator, which, by the way, I'm absolutely loving. More mint, azaleas, delilahs, and a random one that popped up inside my impatience. And the crazy herb bucket. It's got a ton going on. It's all doing really good. Some flowering on the oregano, but I've just been pinching it off and it's been fine. Pineapple sage. This only happened as of yesterday. I don't know if it might have got burnt because I had the hose on and watered everything. This is the licorice basil. That is doing quite well. I'm going to start doing this, pulling them off so that I can acquire some seeds for next year. So that's huge, and the rest are kind of puny. Pineapple sage. Basil, doing fantastic. I'm probably going to be harvesting that soon and making a big batch of pesto. I want to see if I can pesto though first before I do that. Bush bean, as you can see, not good since the last tour. This one is dying off. It literally has 1 bean, but I planted 1. I was smart. There should be 4 in here total, but so far only 2 came up. We have that one, and we have that one coming up, so should get some more beans for fall, hopefully. Zinnia that didn't pop up yet. Oregano, parsley, the dwarf basil is getting some flowers. So I will probably be going around plucking all that kind of stuff. So yeah, probably going to start picking off some of these flowers shortly within the next few weeks so that I make sure that I can get some seeds. Sage is doing great. With sage, I let go all the way practically into wintertime. I use it all winter long. Holds up really well. So that is doing quite well. There's the thyme, more oregano. Chives, I'm going to start cutting these, except my dehydrator has the spaces in it and it doesn't sell mats to go with it, so I don't know how that's going to work out because they might fall through the cracks. This was that basket of mixed herbs that are doing good. I've been pulling off the marigolds, sage. It's like every day because there's no trees here. I have to pull off some type of marigold, deadhead them off, and I dry them and save them for the seeds for next year. So that's all doing really good. My beautiful flower. Mint, going a little wild and crazy, but still doing good. Spider plant, that was a transplant, it's doing well. And believe it or not, ooh, that seemed like it came right out of the ground. I have to fix that. I feel like every day, a couple times a day, I pick off the buds. So all that's doing really good. See that funny cable wire? It's for my enormous sunflower. We had some rainstorms from all the heat, so I took a cable wire, wrapped it around the stem. See if I can zoom in so you can see that. I wrapped it around the stem and pulled it in and put it on a nail so I don't lose it after all this time. Other flowers are doing really well. Spider plant's doing fantastic. And let's keep going. I did get this today. Let me show you. I decided to pick one to see if it was ready. And my gardener corn. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know if I could have left it on there longer, but those hairs are like a burgundy color. So I wasn't really sure, but it's a pretty big, decent size. There's a few over there that aren't ready yet, so I did get that today. A little underripe. Going to keep it in the sun and let it ripen the rest of the way because we're getting some splitting, and that's from all the rain. Oregano doing good in the pot. I did move it over here. Notice there was some mint growing in there, which I wasn't liking that too much, so I pulled that out. This tomato plant, let me explain this really quick. It's finally starting to get buds. Where else? Right there and there. But last year I put a pear tomato plant in here and I had like a gazillion by now. So I don't know what's going on this year. It's taking things so much longer. And let me take you on the rest of the tour. Yep. Beautiful sunset. So yeah, let's just keep going. And so I can get this out for you. Kale, I cut some. I also ripped one out that was over here. It wasn't doing too good. I'm definitely going to plant more kale, even though it looks like I have a lot. I do see a lot of the white moths just in my area, just in general, but I want to make sure that I have enough for winter. So that's the kale. Zinnias. Let's see how our mystery plant's doing. It has some bites. I don't know if anyone's figured out if this is a cabbage yet, or I'm still thinking it's cabbage, but some baby kale coming up. Smaller eggplant has a few bite marks in it, but it's coming up. And looky, finally getting some eggplants on the big one. Have some flowers on here and there, but not seeing any eggplants on this big one yet. So at least there's two over there. This is an enormous flower. And let's see. Bush beans. I think this batch, there's a couple in here, if you can see that I could pick off, but honestly, I really think this is the other one, and there's only one on here. I think I'm gonna rip these out. I'm gonna put some more bush beans. I did plant, this is the green bean one. I did plant some bush beans back there. A couple more bush beans just so I would have some more. This is an odd one coming up in a strange area right there. More zinnias. This marigold's not doing too good now, and I think it's because the bush bean is just taking over. So most likely I'm going to rip these two out this week and try to organize maybe this section a little bit better so that I have a bunch of bush beans, because I got a little bit and I blanched them for just a couple seconds and I froze them, Ziploc baggie, got all the air out, and it literally is like a meal's worth, so I need to grow some more. This is my zucchini plant that's over here, if you remember. Pretty sure, yeah, there's two, but there has been nothing. No zucchini. But my gardening beds across the street, I'm getting enormous zucchinis. This is where the 8-ball squash zucchini was growing that wasn't doing good. I think I found the culprit. It's these beetles. They're just biting everything. So there's that basil. That's another one I can harvest. And this is gigantic zinnia with more zinnias back there. What I did do in this section, I put a trellis here next to that sunflower. And I did plant some sugar snap peas. And I'm waiting and looking to see if any are coming up. This is odd because this looks like green bean. Yep, there's a green bean on here. So not really sure how they got there. Rain might have put them there, but I really did plant from, oh, here we go. Because there's the little tag, sugar snap peas. I planted in this section, so I do see a couple coming up. So this whole section here is going to be sugar snap peas, and I may have put, yep, another zucchini seed in just to play it safe. Actually, that looks like another one. So if worst case scenario, I mean, it looks pretty healthy in here. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they're going to have to self-pollinate or do something. It's just not pollinating. And look, we have a little friend on our garden tour today. I've been seeing so many praying mantises. And I've had one that was in the bush beans over on the side. And then I got another one that was like a brownish red. I put that in with peppers, and my neighbor found a green one and he put it in with my tomatoes. Haven't seen the brown one since, but I don't know whether to just leave them there and hopefully he'll eat the bugs, but I've been trying to keep them. Any that I do find, I try to keep inside my tomato pepper garden because I've had a lot of bite marks, but maybe I'll just leave him stay right there. All right, let me continue without rambling. So sugar snap peas. Trellis is all set up, ready to go. We have zinnias, finally, and a little rose that's coming up. There's another zinnia. I'm like thrilled with the zinnias this year. And then here is that sunflower. This is I think it's a Mexican sunflower, but the other one I planted didn't do too well. So, and then I did this bucket, zinnias, marigolds, a couple things were a transplant that was wild and it didn't take. But over here, not sure what this is. The leaves are very soft. Remember, I'm still looking for some okra that I planted somewhere. But yeah, that's looking kind of messy. Got to clean that up. Isn't she beautiful? I am in love with the zinnias, and I'm quite pleased to see a rosebud. She just popped out in the last day. A lot of orange and red. Cabbage garden. I soaked them yesterday. Gave them a lot of water till I literally saw like a puddle. Because again, this head is very small. That one's getting hard, but I don't know if these other ones are just consuming them. I'm almost tempted to rip them out, but then I'm thinking, if I rip them out, then what was the point? I don't know. We'll have to see. The garlic's doing fine, all in between. Red beets, we don't have any red beets yet. Let me see, where are the red beets? No red beets yet. Not yet, but they're still there. Okay, so the Cabbage Patch, more zinnias, sunflower that looks like it's getting ahead. Sorry if I feel like I'm rushing through this one. I'm really not trying to. I'm just trying to do it before the light runs out and get this video out. Plus I don't have a whole lot of battery left. Hate to say that. This basil's definitely going to come out. I'm going to rip it out and I'm just going to make pesto. This is the peach tomatoes. I've tied them up. I couldn't even tell you how many times. And I cleared the bottom for airflow. But the weather here was a little crazy. But we have a tomato on that one. This is peach as well. There's some on there. This one back here was a total mess. It's an enormous plant. See? They're little, but they are the color of like peaches. So I'm gonna let them go, see if they get bigger. There's some back there, because remember, I think I did 3, I'm thinking, but look at that. Not sure if that's gonna be peach. It shouldn't, because the tag says that this row is the green zebra tomatoes. That just might have been mixed in an extra peach one. Green zebra tomatoes. Look at the color on that. It's beautiful. So yeah, there's 2 peachy looking ones back there. This is green zebra tomato as well, this row. And we have lots of tomatoes there. They just still look bushy, wild, and crazy to me, and I've been trimming them. And this row is the Cherokee tomato. There's some buds, but I've tied this up and look at it. It's still a mess. I just think it needs to be trimmed some more. But there's a couple on there. Cherokee. 1 tomato. There was like 2 that were really terribly bushy. The one back there and this one that's back there. So the Cherokee tomatoes, they have a funny like look on the plant, but we do have some flowers and a little itty bitty tomato right there. Trying to look around in here. So this row here is the Cherokee tomatoes. And yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing there. So, I don't know. It was an experiment. We'll have to see how these tomatoes do. And then this is probably going to be one of my fall gardens. I hope. We'll see what happens. And let's go over here. We've been picking them and eating them. Literally got 6 off today. They're so good. This is peach tomato. Very delicious, but they're not really big. I don't know if that's normal or not. And I really have to do some picking. We'll say hello. Love purple. We have another orange that popped up. I really do like these extra large cherry tomatoes. They're just really good, but there's a lot on there. I took the cage off and single stemmed it. I'm not really sure if this is another plant trying to grow or not. May have to rip it out. I wrapped the zinnia up so it's not all crazy. And we have some more tomatoes. I have had some cracking, so sometimes I'll pull them. There's quite a few that need to be picked back here. This should be not Dr. Winchie's, I don't think. Let me look at the tag here. The Crim tomato, and that's what this is too, but there's no coloring. But this, they're looking pretty good. I might have to pick them before they rot. And let's see, so that's the beginning of the garden with that sunflower. So yeah, there are some things to be picking in here. You have to just look in good. And this is the regular cherry tomatoes. There's a few in there. Trying to look in the back. There is some yellowing leaves, but I usually just take scissors. Sorry guys. I usually just take scissors and we'll cut them off. Pretty sure this is a Dr. Winchie's. Let me get you in here so you can see. Dr. Winchie's back there. And back here, I'll move you in here. There's some more tomatoes back there. More tomatoes. They're just the regular red cherry tomatoes. Let's see. Let me move this out of the way so I can get in here. And let's see what this is because it's nice and red. It's the Roma tomato. It's actually my first Roma tomato, so the two plants in the back. Yeah, so this is the red Roma tomato. Like I said, I haven't really gotten any red Roma tomatoes, and I always get a lot of them. I'm trying to look at this tag. It says this is a beefsteak tomato in the back. I will show you back here, but it looks pretty red. I'm thinking it's Roma for some ungodly known reason. No, I'm gonna let them go. They are pretty red. They look small probably on camera, but they're actually bigger. I'm gonna let them go another day or so. And we have some more. So maybe I'll hop on tomorrow and do a quick video of we can pick together. We can harvest the garden together. What do you think of that idea? Maybe. Another sunflower. Let me go over to here. I feel like I'm getting a lot of like large cherries. This is the first time I did everything from seeds, so I'm not sure if some got mixed up or what the situation is. But like little leaves like this. I should have my scissors. It has a little yellow. I just pinch it and take it off. But that is the large cherry tomatoes. I just can't believe I finally got a Roma. I don't know why that would have been all the way in the back. And then, pretty sure it's Dr. Winchie's back there. A little hard to see the tag right now, but maybe we'll see things a little bit better tomorrow. If we do, what should I call it? A garden pick? I don't know, I'll figure out a name for it. This is, again, my favorite name of calling it, the wrinkly basil. It's doing amazing. Next to the eggplant. We have tomato. It says it's a beefsteak tomato, but it's kind of small. It's definitely not ripe. And we are into the Rosa Blanca eggplants now, which look like they're getting ahead. I don't know why that's stuck on there, if that's dirt. Oops, just dropped my tomato. Where to go? Finally getting some buds on eggplant here. there. I only see one bud back there on that eggplant. Oh, let's see. Volunteer. Not sure. Nobody got back to me. I want to say maybe it's cucumber inside my strawberry bucket. Right there. Mexican sunflower. These are the long hots. There's quite a few on there. There's some buds on the back. I did pick some jalapenos the other day. I do have to get out here and pick some things. This is Santa Fe hot peppers, and there's not even a hot pepper on here yet. A couple buds. And this one's supposed to be the long hots. Got a little baby pepper back there. Banana peppers are coming in. What is this one? This one is another long hot. There's not even a single pepper on there. Peppers are really slow taking off this year. Same with that one, nothing's there. Let's see. Which one? This one is chocolate pepper. I'm just trying to look it over. It's got buds on it. No chocolate peppers though. This is, there's a pepper there. Let's see if it's a green pepper. Let me bend down and look at the tag. It's a Wonder Bell. Here we have buds going on. It's looking somewhat better. You know, my plants were getting eaten from the bugs. Stated that at the beginning of the season. Maybe these peppers will just come in all at once. This one here is a big red pepper. And let me see if I can get this right. Got one there. It's not real big. There's only one on there. Let me hop out of here so we can continue. And this one is, we have flowers. It's a big red pepper plant. Trying to see if there's anything on it. I thought there was. Huh, not sure. We have a big green pepper back there. This is going criminally crazy. I'm not even sure. Does anybody know what kind of peppers these are? They're yellow, then they seem to turn orange. I'm not sure. The tag got mixed up. We have Wonder Bell back there with a green pepper on it. This is the crazy tomato plant that got broke from the lightning and thunder. But right now it's stuck. There's so many zinnias just in one spot. And I've literally, so has my friend, been picking them off, eating them. Because they're just delicious. I got a hot and juicy one today. The zinnia bush is insane. I might not even get a cucumber because of how wild this is. This is the cucumbers. It's trailing up. This is the second batch. I'm just waiting to start seeing some cucumbers. It's a possibility. There's a lot of flowers on it and it's trailing, so that's good. And here is what I like to call my Jack and the Beanstalk sunflower. So if I'm 5'8.5", I said, I think like a week ago, last week's tour, video garden tour, I thought it was about, I don't know, 6 foot, 7 foot. I don't even know now. This thing could be 8 foot because I literally come to here on it. And I'm 5'8.5", so what do you think? 7 foot, 7.5 foot? up there. Huge. Crazy zinnias. Look at them all. They're taking over. Oh, if we didn't get all that rain, things would be a little bit more organized. Okay. And now, there's another sunflower. Sunflower. More zinnias. Some stray zinnias in between. The butterfly hummingbird bush is doing really well, except in the hummingbird department. I used to have a lot of trees in here, but then they pulled them all out. But see, today's Sunday. This entire weekend I've been seeing so many monarch butterflies. They're just gorgeous. This is looking a little damaged, and it is an eggplant. Sorry guys, it is a cucumber plant. I'm trying to get it to go around this little post here. I watered everything really well yesterday, but I might give that some fertilizer food. More zinnias. I did cage this up because I was thinking that it may be a zucchini. Oh, look I see these everywhere, guys. They're all over here. There's another one. My garden is full of praying mantis this year, and that one's a much bigger one. The zinnias, the cantaloupe has so many buds on it. It's insane. Never grown it before. I don't like it, I don't eat it, but my kids like it, so looking pretty big. I strapped that one down, that sunflower, due to the weather. This is the corn patch that I picked one out of. There's some, as you can see, that are like little babies. That one's getting the brown hairs, but it's not big enough, so we'll have to see how many I get out of here. So yeah, that is what's going on. Kind of looks a little bit like a hot mess. I feel like I blew through this garden tour week 4 pretty quickly, but I'm losing light, as you can very well see here, and I wanted to get this out and get it posted, which I still don't have an editing program. So yeah, I mean, the peppers are improving, just not as great as I would like them to improve. And we do have some tomatoes, so I may come back on tomorrow and maybe we'll do like a garden pick. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Anything that's ripe, we'll pick it and discuss what it is. But yeah, so the game plan for this week, besides I have to get out of here and clean things up and pick some ripe things. I need to get some seeds planted for my fall garden, and I want more bush beans, so that's on my to-do list. Hopefully the eggplants come in. I mean, we still do have some time. So there it is, guys. I mean, the tomatoes are starting to come in a little slow. Peppers are even a little slower. Finally see some eggplants. But hopefully on the next garden tour, which will be week 5, hopefully pepper plants and stuff will be a lot bigger. Maybe I'll see a few more heads on the cabbages. And I don't know what to do with this wild mess. If anybody has a suggestion, please let me know, because I don't know how much I should cut off, and no clue, because they're a different breed of tomato I'm not used to. But alright guys, I just wanted to hop on and give you a quick tour. Garden tour week 4. And sorry if it seemed like I'm rushing it. I'm really not. I just want to, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. I thought it was a zinnia. No clue. But yeah, so I just wanted to quick do this tour. The week 4 tour. And let you see there's some progress, but not a ton. And yeah. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me on this quick little video. I will possibly jump on tomorrow and maybe do another video, you know, of harvesting. I may even take you across the street to my other beds so we can see what's going on over there and do that video tomorrow. I have to see, because I think I got bit by a spider on my foot and I have numbness in my foot, so I'm definitely gonna have to go to the doctor's in the morning, but I'm going to try my hardest. As long as I'm capable, breathing and walking, I'm gonna try to put out another video tomorrow on the harvest, and I will take you with me across the street to go see the 4 beds. I planted carrots, parsnips, I think, and I know they take like 13 days to germinate, but I want to see how that's doing and see if there's any more zucchini. And I grabbed this tomato and vegetable garden and plant food plus calcium. Was wondering if anybody has ever used it. I haven't. I've been using like Job's and another one. I'll show you that tomorrow. But I was debating on putting some of that down on my peppers and tomatoes. Was just curious if anybody can give it a good review or not. But on that note, because I keep saying I'm going to hop off. All right, guys. Like I said, I'll try to put out a video tomorrow over at the garden center on the 4 boxes. And maybe I'll bring you along just to pick some stuff in my gardens here. But thanks for joining me, guys. If you like the content on the channel, please subscribe, smash the like button, share it, let everybody know. Like I said, I'll be putting out a lot of content. It's just that it's gardening season right now, so it's crazy. And I also have another video coming. I'm going to be making some, well, I just made some peach preserves, just strictly for ice cream. But I'm going to make something with jalapenos. So what do you think it might be? Guess you'll have to hold on till next time. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Like I said, if you liked content on the channel, subscribe, smash the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, guys, I bless you, and happy gardening.